Okay students, today we are going to see question number 10 of exercise 2.2. Already we have seen first question to ninth question. So today we are going to see from 10 to the last question, 16th one. Okay, now the question number 10 is the number of boys and girls in a class are in a ratio 7:5. The number of boys is 8 more than the number of girls. So these two conditions they have given. What is the total class strength we have to find out. So actually the question here, as I told you in the ninth sum, if you have in ratio, so to take out from the ratio, you should include a variable. That variable will be x. Always the unknown value we used to take it as x. So number of boys and girls are in the ratio 7:5. Ratio was given. We don't know how many boys are there and how many girls are there. So 7:5 can be written as 7x and 5x. So boys, let the number of boys be 7x and number of girls be 5x. Okay, so we have assumed the number of boys be 7x and number of girls be 5x. Okay, now here as per the given condition, the number of boys is 8 more than the number of girls. So number of boys is 8 more than the number of girls means boys is what is 7x. So 7x is equal to 5x plus 8. Why we are adding 8? 7x is equal to 5x plus 8. This is the given condition. Boys is equal to girls plus 8 because 8 more than the number of girls. Boys is 8 more than, this is number of girls. Boys is 8 more than number of girls. So 8 more means we have to add plus 8. So according to the given condition, this 5x value transpose becomes minus 5x. So 7x minus 5x is equal to 8. 7x minus 5x is equal to 8. So directly you can write like this, or as I said now, how I said 7x is equal to 5x plus 8. So from this 5x value transposed to the other side becomes minus 5x. So what is 7x minus 5x? 2x. So 2x is equal to 8. 2 1 times and 8 is 4 times. So what is the value of x? X is equal to 4. Therefore the value of x is equal to 4. So now when x is 4, what is 7x? 7 into 4 is 28 and 5 into 4 is 20. So what is the total class strength? Boys plus girls. So boys is 28, girls is 20. So when we add, we will be getting 48. That's all. Okay, so we have to write the given condition as per the given statement. Okay, so as per the condition, we get 7x minus 5x is equal to 8. So you can write this directly, or what I said, 7x is equal to 5x plus 8. So when you transpose plus 5x to other side becomes minus 5x. That's why we wrote like this. Okay, now going to next sum. Next question number 11 is, what is question number 11? Baichung's father is 26 years younger than Baichung's grandfather and 29 years older than Baichung. The sum of the ages of all the three is 135 years. What is the age of each one of them? So we don't know what is the age of Baichung father and Baichung grandfather. So all the three are unknown. So they have given the condition for father and grandfather. So first let us assume the age of Baichung as x years. So age of Baichung as x years. So what is age of father? Father is 26 years younger than grandfather and 29 years older than Baichung. His father is 26 years younger than the Baichung grandfather. Younger means subtract. Older means add. So he is 29 years older. So higher. Like that also we can say. So 29 years older than Baichung. So 29 years older means he is more than 29 years of Baichung. So x plus 29. So father is x plus 29. What is the age of grandfather? Along with the father age, 29 years younger, so he is 26 years younger than the grandfather. So that means you have to add 26 with the grandfather. Why we are adding? You all know our age will be lower than our father age and much lower than our grandfather age. Suppose if your age is 10, for example, you just assume your age is 10. So what will be your father age? For example, 30. Okay pa. So 10, 30 or 35. You can keep any age. So suppose if I am assuming the father's age is 35 and the son's age is 10, what will be the grandfather's age? 65 or some more than 65, isn't it? So it will be more or less equal to 65. So now what we have done, so our age will be lower than the father's age and much lower than the grandfather's age. So when you keep these conditions in mind, grandfather's age will be higher than the father's age and father's age will be higher than the son's age or daughter's age. You can keep in mind like that. So now according to the given condition, so grandfather's age you have to add all the data. So x plus Baichung age, father age and total 26. Here the father is 26 years younger, so here 29 plus 26. So when we add all the three, we will be getting x plus 55. So 29 plus 26 is 55. Then what they have given, sum of the ages of all the three is 135. So when we add all the age, you will be getting 135 years. This is another one clue. So Baichung age is x and father age is x plus 29 and grandfather's age is x plus 55. So totally how much? 135. So 1x plus 1x plus 1x is 3x. Then 29 plus 55 is 84 is equal to 135. So 84 when you transpose other side becomes minus 84. So 135 minus 84 you will be getting 51. And you can cancel directly 3 1 times. 3 1 times and 51 17 times in third table. So you will be getting the value of x as 17. X is nothing but Baichung's age. So Baichung's age is 17. Father's age you should add 29. So 17 plus 29 is equal to 46. And grandfather's age with 46 you should add 26. So 72. Or else directly you can do x plus 5 means 46. X value is 17. 17 plus 55 you will be getting 72 years. So this is very important sum. Please go through it again and again because it will be asked for your periodic test. Next, coming to next sum, question number 12. Yes, 15 years from now. So from now means after 15 years. That means you have to add. Before means you can subtract. So here the question is 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age. 4 times his present age. What is the Ravi's present age? So present age of Ravi, let us assume it as x years. After 15 years means x plus 15. Okay, 15 years from now. So after 15 years, he will be 4 times his present age. Present age is x. 4 times means 4x. Okay, so according to the given condition, after 15 years, so x plus 15, 4 times the present age means 4x. So now what will happen? This x you can transpose to other side. So 4x minus x is equal to 3x. So 3 1 times and 15 is 5 times. So the value of x is 15. So we got the present age of Ravi as 5 years. Next, question number 13. So what is question number 13? So question number 13 is a rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product, you get minus 7 by 12. What is the number? So rational number is such that, so rational number means what is the number that we have that is unknown. So let us assume the rational number as x. So as per the given condition, when we multiply 5 by 2 with it, so you have to multiply 5 by 2 with x, and with that you have to add 2 by 3 to the product. So we have to add 2 by 3 to the product, so plus 2 by 3. So x into 5 by 2 plus 2 by 3. So with that we have to multiply 2 by 3, and what we will be getting? Minus 7 by 12. So this is nothing but 5 into x is 5x. So 5 into x is 5x. 5x plus 2 by 3 is equal to minus 7 by 12. So this 2 by 3 you have to transpose to the other side. So minus 7 by 12 minus 2 by 3. Here there is no denominator as 12. So we have to multiply by 4 with the numerator and denominator. So what we will be getting, 2 4s are 8. So minus 8 divided by 3 4s are 12. So if the denominators are same, we can combine the numerator. So minus 7 minus 8 divided by 12. So 5 by 2x is equal to minus 15 by 12. Now you can cancel numerator. So 5 1 times. 15 how many times in fifth table? 3 times. Then denominator can be cancelled. 2 1 times. 12 how many times? 6 times. Okay pa. So now again you can cancel this 3 and 6. Numerator and denominator can be cancelled in the same side. So 3 1 times, 6 2 times. So what is your answer? X is equal to minus 1 by 2. So again let me do. If you have equal to symbol, then numerator you should cancel, then denominator can be cancelled. You should not cancel like this. This 2 and 15 you could not cancel. Okay, that is wrong method. So numerator can be cancelled. So or else this 5 by 2 when you bring to the other side, what happen? 5 by 2 x is equal to minus 15 by 12 into fractional number value transpose, it becomes reciprocal. So 5 by 2 becomes 2 by 5. So this is one method. So now you can cancel easily. Fifth table, this is 1 times, this is 3 times, and in second table this is 1 times, this is 6 times, and in third table this is 1 time and this is 2 times. So x is equal to minus 1 by 2 is the given is the required rational number. Okay, then 14th sum. So what is question number 14? Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has a, please have your book with you. Whenever I am explaining, you should have the book and question with you. Okay. So Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has a currency notes of denominations 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 respectively. The ratio of the number of these notes is 2:3:5. The total cash with Lakshmi is 4 lakh. How many notes of each denomination does she have? Okay. Now coming to this question, let the number of notes of 100, 50 and 10 rupee notes be 2:3:5 can be written as 2x, 2x, 3x and 5x. So converting all the denominations into rupees. So this we have to convert into rupees. Suppose 10 rupee note, if you have 2 notes, then what is the total money? 20. That means you are multiplying that by 2. Similarly here 2x is nothing but 100 rupee note. So 2 into 100 we have to multiply. 3x is nothing but 50 rupee note. So 3x into 50 we have to multiply. And 5x is nothing but 10 rupee note. So 5x into 10 we have to multiply. So 2x into 100 is 200x. 3x into 50 is 150x. And 5x into 10 is 50x. So as per the condition, what is the total amount money is 4 lakh. So total amount we have to add 100 rupee note, 50 rupee note and 10 rupee note. So 200x plus 150x plus 50x is equal to 4 lakh. When we add 400x is equal to 4 lakh. So when we divide 400 and 4 lakh, you will be getting 1000. So 100 rupee note is 2000 because 2x, 2 into 1000 is 2000. 50 rupee note is 3x, 3 into 1000 is 3000. 10 rupee note is 5x, 5 into 1000 is 5000. So when you add everything, you will be getting the amount also you will be getting. So what is the next sum? 15th sum. I have a I have a total of 300 rupees 300 in coins of denomination 1, 2 and 5. The number of 2 rupee coins is 3 more than the number of 2 rupee coins is 3 times the number of 5 rupee coin. The total number of coins is 160. How many coins of each denomination are with me? See, whenever if you get any confusion, please go through the video, repeat it again and again so that you will be getting some ideas. Okay, so now first the number of 2 rupee coins is 3 times the number of 5 rupee coin. So we don't know what is the number of 5 rupee coin, that you assume it as x. And for 2 rupee coin they have given a clue. 2 rupee coin is 2 rupee coin is 3 times the 5 rupee coin. So 5 rupee coin x means 2 rupee coin will be 3x. And total number of coins is how much? 160. So how much 1 rupee coin? So from the total coin, when you subtract 5 rupee and 2 rupee, you will be getting 1 rupee coin. So 5 rupee is x, 2 rupee is 3x. So x plus 3x is nothing but 4x. So from total 160 is nothing but total number of coins. So from 160 you have to subtract this 4x. How you got 4x? 5 rupee coin and 2 rupee coin, total is 4x. So we have to subtract 4x from the total number of coins to get the number of 1 rupee coin. So now again we are converting the number of coins into rupees. So x is 5 rupee 5 means 5 into x, and 3x is rupees 2 means 3x into 2 is 6x, and 1 rupee coin is 160 minus 4x. So again 1 multiplied by anything you will be getting same thing. So 160 minus 4x. So according to the given condition you are having 300 rupees. So 5 rupee coin is nothing but 5x, and 2 rupee coin is nothing but 6x, and 1 rupee coin is nothing but 160 minus 4x. So when you add everything you will be getting 300. So now 5x plus 6x is 11x, 11x minus 4x is 7x, 7x plus 160 is equal to 300. So plus 160 value transpose becomes minus 160, 300 minus 160 is 140, and 7 and 140 when you cancel you will be getting 20. So the value of x is 20. X is nothing but number of 5 rupee coin. So number of 2 rupee coin is 3x. So 3 into 20 is 60. Number of 1 rupee coin is 160 minus 4x. 4 into 20 is 80. 160 minus 80 you will be getting 80. So this is the way to find out the solution of question number 15. So now last question. Okay, last sum. The question is, the organizers of an essay competition decide that a winner in a competition gets a prize of rupees 100 and a participant who does not win gets a prize of rupees 25. So even the participant is getting a prize money of rupees 25 and winner will get the prize money 100. So total prize money is 3000. Find the number of winners if the number of participants is 63. So winners we don't know, so let it be x. Participants is 63. So the number of participants who does not win will be 63 minus x. So from 63 when you subtract the winner you will be getting the non-winner. So number of participants who does not win the competition. So amount got by winner is 100. How many winners? X winners. So 100 into x is 100x. Amount got by losers, participants who does not win the competition, that means 63 minus x. 63 minus x into 25. So 63 into 25 is 1575. X into 25 is 25x. So as per the given condition, winners and the participant who does not win the competition, total prize money is 3000. So 100x plus 1575 minus 25x is equal to 3000. So 100x is nothing but winners, amount for winners, and 1575 minus 25 is amount for losers. So total money is 3000. So 100x minus 25x is 75x. 1575 value transpose becomes minus 1575. So 3000 minus 1575 is 1425. So when you divide 1425 by 75, you are getting the answer as 19. So number of winners is 19. So here they are asking only number of winners, so you can stop up to that. Suppose in the exam if they are asking you to find out the number of participants who does not win the prize, then you should subtract the winners from 63, so that you will be getting number of participants who does not win the prize. So we have completed exercise 2.2 today. Please go through it thoroughly. And I'll conduct test 3 sums. Actually 16 sums are there, no? So 16 sums means 4 sums I will conduct test every day. So every day you have to prepare 4 sums, and from that 4 I will give any one sum as a test. You have to write test and you should post in Google Classroom. Don't post in the personal WhatsApp number. Please post in Google Classroom. Okay, thank you children.